Welcome to Hack Lab Solutions' fourth Safety Roundtable. Today's topic is the decade of safety. What must change before 2035? The world of safety is entering a defining decade. Rapid industrial growth, artificial intelligence, automation, renewable energy, and changing workforce expectations are transforming how organizations identify and manage risk. At the same time, safety is moving beyond compliance. It is no longer about the audits, checklists, and procedures. It is becoming a key driver of operational excellence, business resilience, and sustainable growth. So the question before us is clear. What must fundamentally change before 2035? How should safety leaders prepare for emerging technologies? How do we develop the next generation of competent safety professionals? And how can organizations build culture where safety becomes part of everyday decision making? Today's discussion is about looking ahead and understanding how safety must evolve to create safer workplaces, stronger leadership, and more resilient organizations. I am honored to be standing panel of uh, people today, starting with Dr. Harbans Lal Kela, who is a pioneer of behavior-based safety in India with over 45 years of experience and more than 2,000 behavior-based safety workshops conducted. Next, we have Mr. Chirag Soni, DGM EHS at Tata Projects Limited. He brings strong experience in construction safety, behavioral safety, contractor management, and large-scale project execution. And finally, we have with us Mr. DG Patil sir, HSE head at DLF Limited, West Business Unit, who brings over 27 years of experience in construction and infrastructure safety. Together, this panel brings a powerful blend of behavioral science, leadership, governance, and practical implementation to shape the future of safety. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today and giving us your time.
Thank you.
So, to begin our discussion, I would like to ask each one of you to briefly share your journey into the field of safety and what inspired you to build your career in this profession. So, who wants to go first?
Okay.
Kailash, sir.
Okay. Let me say that, see, I joined this profession in 1981 in Mumbai when I joined the Central Labor Institute. And after completing my post graduation in industrial psychology, thereafter, because the institute, the objective of the very objective of the Central Labor Institute, DigiFastly, was to promote occupational health safety in industry. And so that is how my journey began until today. Is even now, it is 2026, after 45 years. The journey is continuing. And that is what we say, that industries must, opt for long-term, longitudinal safety culture interventions. So first, I'm applying it on myself, being longitudinal, stay in this. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, Chirag, sir, you want to go next?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Amber. And I would be very pleased to be with this panel. As you rightly said, Dr. Kailash Saab is a pioneer in behavior-based safety. And this, alongside Mr. DG Patil, uh, we work together in my previous company. Just briefing about myself. I'm currently leading with, one project at Tata Projects. It's a large construction project, and I entered in this field and actually in 2010 in L&D. Okay, that was the construction safety part. Previous to that, I was employed in Reliance Industry. There, I was looking after the process safety part. Process safety and construction safety, these two aspects are very different from each other. In the process safety, we are just thinking about the processes, how the process is behaving, and those behaviors are fixed behaviors. Okay. Whereas in construction safety, we need to think about the human behavior.
Okay.
And the human behavior is not a fixed aspect. every human is behaving independently as per their thinking and as per their thoughts. So, managing safety in a process safety environment is a tough job, no doubt, but you are having some critical points in your hand, and if you control those critical points, you can deliver a good safety performance in process safety management. Whereas in construction safety, that is really tough, and in that field, Kailash has really done a good job to educate and inculcate this behavior-based safety programs. So I also have attended one or two program of him. So thank you for inviting me to join this conference. Yeah, will be allowed to be a part of this
Okay.
participation. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, DG Patil, sir, your journey so far in this industry, and why did you decided to join the safety industry?
First, good afternoon to everybody. Uh, to our senior Kailash sir, who is a mentoring to us, and our guru also, my colleague uh, Chirag, and you all are. By the guidance and your mentoring, I am here as a safety and I inspired by taking the guidance of Kailash sir and other L&T uh, seniors. I'm here in this field by the accident in here. I was a mechanical engineer in one of the defense manufacturing factory, and I saw one incident who was my nearest friend in that company, and by seeing that incident, we decided we 5 to 6 people decided why I should not go in safety field and save the life of somebody. And it is not only in person's life; it is a society's life also. That is so many families behind of each and every person. So, I by choice I came here in this field. I am an ex-student of NSO, National Safety Organization, who was the all the practicals and other lecturers were in the CLI, that is a Central Institute in Mumbai at that time. Then after uh, I joined in the L&T as in campus and in Powai location, and I was appointed for the defense, but mm, after knowing my skill and other enthusiasms, my senior called me to take the responsibility of all the construction industry. And then I started my construction safety management system in the Powai location, L&T Powai. And right now, I completed more than 50, means 50 high-rise towers in Mumbai location only. Some I have seen some failures also, but it should not be. I am taking it should not be repeated in future. And I have seen the so many incidents also, and how to overcome that incidents. I learned so many things, and right now I completed my 28 years of experience in overall this field. Uh, each and every accidents are preventable. That is my thought process. But we need to be act proactively. And as our Sarvapalishnan sir's statement is, like if preventable accidents or preventable incident we not able to prevent because of our negligence, it is a nothing sort of murder. I statement. That statement is mentoring to us also, and I am taking this baseline for the in each and every step of my safety professional journey. That's it. And thanks to all for the calling me in this forum. and especially that is today is a very nice day. I am interacting with my guru Kailas sir, and my colleague also Fachira. Thank you. Please, over to you,
Okay. Thank
Ambar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful. We have a great panel and everyone is familiar with each other, so that's a wonderful thing. So let me start with the first question, which is looking towards 2035. What do you believe will be the biggest changes that will shape the future of safety industry and industrial safety in India? Anyone can take the lead if you want.
Okay. I think what the biggest change in terms of safety and safety culture we require is what I felt during my journey all these decades is the emotional connect with the people down the level. You know, in industry, we see that leaders, managers, engineers, do they have, are they connected with the people, who are at the shop floor, who are associates or workers? So this is the biggest change we need. If that can be done, that can be achieved, people connect with each other and they have respect for each other. I think the biggest change of being psychologically comfortable and safe, people will be ready to open up. So that change we need. I think all of us have to work. All industries, all workplaces have to, strive towards this. What I feel. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I'll add one point to it. I totally agree with Kailash sir with respect to that emotional connection. So in construction, we are seeing that a person is coming at 8:30 a.m. in the morning and leaving the site at 8:30 p.m. Okay. For 12 hours, they are doing work at site along with the workers, but they are not connected with the worker. They are just focusing on the output only. So that mindset needs to change. And looking to the 2035, we will have some AI tools and all those things with us. But those tools, if given in the good hands, may give us good results. Okay. So just like currently, we are having this AI-enabled cameras installed at site, which predicts which give us the number of violations performed by the worker. Okay. So we need such a camera which provides the violations as well as the good actions also. So that we can say that okay, you have done this number of times bad, your behavior was not suitable, whereas this few times you have done a good job. So in both way, the person, the supervisor who is standing on the site taking the work out with those workmen, he can be connected directly to the workmen, and that is going to change the entire uh, working culture at site. And I think this is what we need way forward. And by 2035, we think that the AI should not only provide us the uh, negatives, it shall provide us the positives also.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, Patil sir, what are your thoughts like by 2035? What should we see the biggest changes in the safety industry in India?
Uh, as you say, in 2035, that scenario will be different because I am saying At that time, there will be biggest shortage of skilled workmen in the. You will be think engineers. So many engineers will be in the 2035, but you will be seeking for the skilled workmen. That will be big challenging for us. In the
Okay.
I'm particularly I am saying in the construction industry, because construction industry, we are ruling our construction industry by the uh, aid of or by the help of only uh, illiterate persons. Illiterate in the sense uh, the person who are supposed to come into the industry, construction industry, they are not that much knowledge regarding technical things and other things. But right now, scenario is changing. We are adopting the or other technologies, but those technologies will be short in the 2035. We need to focus on the people. That is the people safety. That is the people trust. That is the most important in the 2035, because so many times we are in the past decade we have seen the safety culture was as a reactive culture. Right now it is on the mode of proactive culture, but in the 2035 it has to be uh, objective as a safety must be as a generative culture other than proactive. We need to be step up on the generative culture, because uh, if we need to sustain in the 35 to be adopt the system, we must gain the trust of grassroots levels. That is the most important. That's why each and every policy which are set in the boardroom, it has to be go to the bottom the line people. That is the grassroots level. The person who are directly interacting with the hazards, he has to know all the things. That is the most important, and that is the biggest challenge. That's why the leaders, the mentors, the professionals who are supposed to come into the safety professions or the leading the safety environment, he has to improve their self, not like our 2005 culture. It has to be improved. That is my expectations, and that is my gazing for this. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So, Chirag, sir, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just want to add one point to what Mr. DG has said, that focusing on the AI and just uh, implementation of the corporate safety guideline at site level. Okay. But have we evaluated what the corporate is stating and what the person at the ground level understands out of it? Because uh, top leaders are always saying there should not be any job shall not be carried out if it is not safe. But at the ground level, when you have deadlines, then how you will make sure that those teachings, those words is implemented at the ground level. So
Yes.
we need to focus something on from compliance to the empathetic kind of safety. Means the person whom I am deploying for a job to complete it within the given deadline, I shall put myself in his or her shoe and try to think whether that person is uh, capable of doing it within that short span of time or not.
Hmm.
Okay, so that would be the good idea to carry forward the safety in that line. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So, yes, so there are great points which have been shared right now. I want to go one by one. So, like Kailash sir, you mentioned about emotional connection down the line. So, I was thinking, like, in your journey, has something changed from 2000 until now regarding this factor which you shared about emotional connection?
Yeah, yeah, there is a change. Um, overall, um, uh, but not to that extent. Um, but what is happening that see the change which is happening from safety to safety culture, it is happening in a couple of organizations, not across the board. And even the large companies or multinationals, even they have taken up the safety culture, safety culture intervention. They have not taken it as a long term, as required. So, to be to be frank, the emotional, even now we go to the companies and they have safety systems, and but the safety culture is still, as DGP has said, that it is a reactive culture. Transition is happening, but transition is very slow
Very slow.
and very slow. So that's what I have to say.
Okay, sir. Okay, so moving, yeah. Do you have anything to add, sir?
Uh, no, just on top of it, what sir has said, uh, that reactive culture is there. Still, it is there. In some of the industry, we have improved. Whereas in some industry, they have tried to implement this BBS as a pilot project. Some industries succeeded in it, whereas some are not good at it. Okay, they drop the project in between, but we need to see it in a larger perspective, where any Indian is donning his own helmet at road when he sees a policeman at the crossroad. Okay, so that is the so why he is donning that helmet, why he is wearing that helmet, because he think that if that policeman catches me without helmet, he will charge me with 500 fine, or else I have to pay him some money. So to protect his money only, he is wearing the helmet, not as a intrinsic thing that okay, this helmet is going to save my life. So the thought process of safety is not in the heart of the Indians currently. So that thing we need to change, and those changes we can bring from the beginning of the life cycle. So from the we need to start it from the first standard, second standard onwards. We need to train them. We need to teach them. These are the good habits. These are the bad habits. Just like currently, we some of the schools have started the good touch, bad touch, and all those things. So in similar fashion, we need to tell them this is a safe behavior, this is a unsafe behavior.
Okay.
After that only, we can expect by 2035 the emotional connect or a safe behaviors we can see at sight.
Okay. So, sir, I was talking to some other experts in the safety industry,
Mm.
and one point they tell me is that no one goes to work to get harmed or to get injured. So, no one, when they go to work, they don't want to get hurt. They want to go home safe for their family, for their kids, and everyone. So, then in the heart, they don't want to get hurt, right?
In the
But
Yeah, in the heart they don't want to get hurt, but they always think that it is not going to happen with me, because today morning I have prayed to the Almighty, and He will save me.
yeah,
Okay,
so
so that
yeah,
was the one thinking process. Uh,
Yeah. Let me add here.
yes,
See, when we are saying nobody wants to get hurt or harmed individually or personally, so, but we are talking about an individual. But in the context of safety culture, we are not talking about individual. We are talking about we are not talking behavior of an individual. We are talking about organizational behavior
Yes.
as a whole. So that's why we say that if you want to, change the culture of the organization, you need to involve the entire organization, because safety matters to everyone in the organization. So that's why we say culture drives the behavior of the people. When culture, so organizational culture, organizational behavior, you know, so that will make a change in the individual behavior.
Right,
So,
right.
so individual behavior is different from organizational behavior. So,
Mhm.
in the context of safety culture, we mean organizational behavior, organizational culture. Okay.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir,
Yes, sir.
actually, culture is it is not a one night job. It is so
Yeah.
many things. So many things are
Yeah.
required because any organization is not developing within one night or within a span of 1 month. It's
Yeah.
it's required more and more days. It is starting from the that is the top management level. Whenever the top management walks and talks similarly, when they
Very good.
walk similarly, then the culture will be developed. Only for
Yeah.
the virtually talking, it is not a culture. So all MDs are all MD company chairmen are telling safety is a ruthless, safety is a no compromise in the safety. But at the bottom level, the message is going as a filtered message. That should not be there. That should not. So whenever we want to really develop realistic safety culture, it has to be start from the top management level as a engineering. It's engineering means not only for the technical things. It is a cultural development. It has to be policy set at the top level. It should be go to the bottom level and upward coming it to be up map at the steadily regularly. Then the cultures will be going up the grassroots level. Then engineering, then educate the people. First of all, most of the things copy paste policies are organizations are developing the copy only copy paste policies, but this is not a way. The whenever the policies which are stated by the top management, it has to be from the not a brain, it has to become from heart. That is the most important, because if they will be think of by the heart, definitely the things will be changed. But they will be think only by the brain, it will be not changed. They really. So engineering and education is the important. Then empowerment. Whenever the any frontline leaders or any area leaders or functional leaders doing, top management should be empower them to do the things positively. Unless it will not go to the unless it will be stuck at the bottom the level. As I say, the message will be filtered at the only at the middle level. The message intention is the message from the boardroom will should go to the grassroots level. That is the most important, and that is the intention of the culture. And then if we are empowering the person, you can use the tool of enforcement. That is also most important, but it is enforcement is the last. But before that, three tools are most important, and then we can able to develop the culture with respect to as a walk as a top. That is the things. Amber, please.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I was just thinking, you mentioned that the policy which is being created at the top level should be thought out not just from the brain but from the heart as well. But a business is a for-profit organization. The business main goal is to create shareholder value and profit for the shareholders. So how do you connect thinking from the brain and heart together in this context?
First of all, each and every policies, each and every thought, it has to be integrate with the all the things, integrate with the safety only. That is the whenever you are thinking regarding the business value should be integrated with the safety. What is my safety? And so many our topmost, as Kailash said, that is the so many topmost organizations are integrating their process. That is not only for the business, all the process are integrating with the safety systems. That's why they are right now on the top level. If we are thinking safety is the different business and my business is just different, definitely there will be difference. You can't able to your achieve your objects. That system or that policy will be only on the paper. That will be not bottom the level or implementation. That is my thing.
Chirag sir, you want to say something?
Yeah, yeah. So, what DGP has stated, I totally agree with him, because many of the leaders are having lip services. Okay, one of my earlier days boss always told me, uh, the leaders is having a good lip services, but when they need to implement it at site, they are not good at that. Why? Because they treat safety as a separate entity. They are not incorporating safety into the requirements. In previous days, when these quality management systems and all those things has been implemented, okay, nowadays quality is a part and parcel of execution engineers thing to see. Only quality engineers or quality managers are there to oversee whether those function is getting properly maintained or not. That only that is the only task that the quality engineers and managers are having. Whereas for safety, we are still at a very nascent stage. We need to feed the baby, we need to bring up the baby, and we need to still carry the baby with us only, because everybody thinks it's a safety's baby. It is not my job. I'm not going to gain any profit out of it. So that is why they are thinking it's a separate thing. Yes, sir. You are adding something.
Yeah, I want to add. See, in this round table, what we need to give, uh, as a value addition is, we know what should be done for safety culture. We know what is happening in reality. We know, but do we have any success stories which can really inspire the audience? For example, two success stories. Just I will complete in 2 minutes. See, recently I have gone to Oman. There is a Jindal Steel, uh, big, uh, uh, big uh, company. So I was there for rejuvenating this safety culture, positive safety culture. So we have covered about 200 people, the frontline people. But then I found that I understood that, see how it can take to the next level. So then I went and met the CEO, and I said my feeling that though I have given the this training, but I'm not convinced whether it will go to the next level. So the CEO being so active, he immediately within 2 hours he has sent the circular to the people, all the employees, that this needs to be done. And then not only he has sent the circular, next day morning he he called everyone, and I was there, and he announced that we are going to do it, and everybody is going to cooperate. And now after coming back, I'm following up the progress, and I'm finding that yes, when as all of you say, the top leader has the power to enable and power to empower each one. So I now I'm getting the progress review that it is really happening. All HODs, all plants are taking it to the next level. They are monitoring also, and he himself is the review of the safety culture is under the CEO agenda. That's one success story which they need to do, and people are doing it. And another, I went to the Birla Sugar trees, and I have gone to 4 locations, and I've given the best and involved the plant heads and the people down the level. Again, I said I sent a message to the CEO that it needs to be monitored, it needs to be reviewed, it needs to be reinforced, it needs to be safety culture needs to be rewarded. So this reward reinforcement review must be constantly happening. And most important, after training, the first week is most important. Don't leave it in the second day. Continue the first this week, second week, third week. If the gap is there for 1 day, 2 day, the energy what you have created through the training, it will go away. You need to arrest. So I am giving these examples of 2 CEOs, CEO, that how they have, turned this energy into synergy of all locations. And this is what we need to give to the audience. Yes, change can happen, but we need to involve and the top management. And now few companies, the safety culture review is happening at the board level. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, those are great stories. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'll add into it. Rightly said by sir that there are few CEOs and other persons are there. The review of safety is being done at board level also. Many of the companies it is being carried out, but still, still at the construction site at the project end, when they want to meet the deadlines, there are some pressure points which provoke them to bypass this thing. So, as a long term change, if we want safe behaviors, so I can suggest that by 2035. So, if it is around 10 years from now on,
Yeah.
okay. So, at least from standard seventh, we need to add one paper in it. The new education policy
Yeah.
2020, they have added and they have made it one optional course on occupational health and safety in all colleges, engineering colleges. But it is made as a optional one, and nobody is taking that subject because when a person is doing a mechanical degree, electrical degree, they think that it is not my core subject. Why should I need to learn about it? So we need to make such a subject mandatory so that at least they can have some glimpses of how the safety needs to be taken care at the industrial level also. So this is what I think it should happen.
Okay. So,
I,
Patil sir,
I,
you were, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
actually, whatever the changes can be happen from the top level, I'm totally agreed with Dr. Kaila sir. And we are saying also that is Chirag is also with me, and I'm sharing one example. When I was in the 2027 time in one of the projects, which was in the Mumbai location. At that time, that culture was only reactive culture, and it was limited only for the helmet and shoes and high vis jacket was the optional. that is if the international client or international company is there, they will be only enforce the things in the shoe jackets. Uh, but at the time, some my project director was not wearing, also not wearing the helmet. That's why my staff were not giving that much support to me. And I was the junior safety, and thought, uh, why should not do at least helmet compulsory to each and every person? The intention of the falling object and falling hazard was very in the high building.
Yeah,
So,
the perseverance, what he is talking about, the perseverance. So
hello.
I think each safety professional should have a perseverance in him or her. Otherwise, we won't be able to
Yes.
maintain safety culture at site, even implement the safety guidelines. So the point is still the compliance phase. Okay, we are just compliance with the checklist and all those things. So that mindset needs to come out from the compliance state to the empathetic state, as the sir has started initially. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Sir, okay, I have a question in mind. Like, if I want to compare the safety culture in India with other developed nations like the US or UK or Australia, maybe, uh, how do I figure it out? Like, is it because of the culture? Is it because of the laws or other things? Why do I see or I hear this difference between safety in India and the other countries? What do you think is different? Or India has a great safety culture? Like, how do you define it?
See, there is a difference because the enforcement is perfect outside, in most countries. Like, so, enforcement is also a part of the culture, safety culture, very important part of the culture. So, which is, I think, which is less here, what we understand. So, but along with the enforcement, we also need a reinforcement of the, uh, because why, how enforcement is working? Because everyone in the culture is reinforcing the safety laws. Yeah. So that is a part of the culture which we are missing here. Enforcement is not only by safety professionals; it is by everyone who is working there. So that is why we are looking for building safety culture. Safety culture means involving everyone. Everyone, if there are 3,000, 4,000 manpower, so everyone spend time, make time for observation and caring for each other, uh, you know, saving people from injury and harm. So that is what, it's a together. Enforcement need to be reinforced by everyone. Enforcement of the safe behavior, you know.
Okay.
So that's what Chirag will add more to it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Uh, in the same line, what sir has stated, enforcement is needed. Yes, that is true because without fear, यानी कहावत भी है कि डर के बगैर यानी काम होता नहीं है, ठीक है? तो वैसा ही कुछ. I forgot the proverb exactly, but it is similar like that. The amount of charges outside of India are so high, so hefty. They are following those things. The person who is not spitting out, if one person, Indian, is going outside of the country, they are not spitting here and there. But the same person, when he got down at the Delhi airport or outside of Delhi, Delhi, Mumbai, anywhere, okay, they start doing the same thing. So one psychologist, I forgot the name of that psychologist. So he has carried out that behavior aspect thing, He has kept one branded car in a refuge slum kind of area, and one car at a posh area. So when he is observing both the cars, so in a slum kind of area, when the sun sets, and next day morning, the whole car was gone. Only the chassis remained there. Okay. So, and whereas in the posh area where the culture is there, where those persons are educated, okay, there nothing was there. Okay, so he has waited for 3 days, 4 days. After a week, what he has done, he has gone on in daylight. He throw one stone at the car, okay, and he went, and now he is observing. So when the person seen the behavior of that person, he has thrown one stone to the car, breaking the shield of glass of the car, and nobody has done anything to him. The other persons are doing the same thing. So it is a cause and effect kind of thing. So if your cause is not going to cost you anything, your behavior is not going to cost you anything, those behaviors are reinforced as a safe behavior. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
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 In behavior-based safety, the positive behavior and negative behavior, the antecedents and precedents. Okay, so these things are provoking the human nature to act safely or unsafely. So in developed nation, as you can see in London also, in Canada also, in UK also, Germany also, so the person themselves are obeying the laws because they have been taught from the beginning of their life that this is a bad thing you need to follow. If you are not going to follow, you will be charged heftily. If a person is violating one traffic law in Norway, okay, the amount of charge is more than $500 for a single infringement of single red light crossing. They'll charge you $500. Okay, that's a hefty amount. Nobody wants to break the red light. Whereas in India, it got the penny. When साहब ये बात करिए साहब, यार, in that
No,
manner
but
we
in
saw.
India, in
Yeah.
India also,
Hmm.
uh, see, we are talking about cultures, two cultures, where we are doing safe behavior for fear of the law, and whereas other cultures, people are doing safe behavior for as a respect for the law.
Yes.
You know, so in India also, there are people who have respect for the law, but there may be we need to give more awareness that safe behavior is for your life, safety of your life. So awareness is still lacking. We need to involve more and more people. It's also our responsibility.
Yes.
We involve. We need to involve institutions and individuals. More institutions have to come, and like you're saying, schools, and colleges, and engineering colleges, and other. So they have to. When institute talk, it becomes the norm.
No. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, sir, there are some major questions which I'm thinking about while I was listening to you, right? Number one point which you mentioned about education, and number two point you mentioned about the hefty fines, right? So as far as I know, my country, India, you can't put hefty fines. It's a democracy, and it won't work like that. And second, education. So I know the power of education, but still in India we don't have that strong education at the grassroots levels, especially the government colleges or the government school. We don't have that strong education. So how do you tie all this? Like, there is a role of the private sector, but there's also a role of the government sector, and everything flows in a chain. So where do you think is we are missing? India is missing right now.
the shall I?
Integration part.
Yeah.
Ah,
Integration
sir.
into the policy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Integration.
Go.
Yeah. First of all, safety, as I say, safety should not be separate business. Whenever I am driving the car, that is my responsibility to follow the safety. Responsibility of traffic holder and other things and other people. So safety, each and every activity should be integrated with the safety things. That is the most important. When I'm sending my kid any education for the education or from the, that is the safety. We need to follow the safety beginning from the educational level. That makes the difference. That makes the difference because when we are integrating system, when with educational level from the his school level, higher secondary and graduation level, then that culture will be developed itself in his genes also, and he will become into the actually in the society. They will be things. Most of the people are following as Dr. Most of people followed by their own thought process, but some of the people following some of the क्या है people are not following by their as a they are following by the fear of penalty. That is the enforcement. Sometimes enforcement is working, but enforcement will be not least, not giving the 100% result. It is a least result. Whenever we want to achieve the system, it has to be integrated with the activity in our daily life. Then with safety, then we can able to see change. That is a drastic change in the. That is my opinion, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So what DGP said, I'll add into it that integration of things into the policy. So the policy made at the central level or at the state level. In that policy, we need to add safety as a requirement for each and every aspects. Okay, what he said that uh, uh, driver driver is having license. Though for obtaining that license, he has to go carry out some uh, driving test and other thing. After that, only he has been rewarded with the license. So in that, we need to add a few parameters which focuses on the safe driving behavior, such as if I want to turn left, I need to turn on my indicator. During the driving test itself, it can be included in it. So by that, if he is not turning on the left indicator while turning on left side, then he is immediately failed. Okay, because right now on yearly basis, North is publishing data of accidents, road accidents happening on Indian roads. So more than 7 lakh individuals got hurt or died due to this road accidents. And out of those 7 lakh deaths, majority of deaths are of two-wheeler riders, and still the two-wheeler riders are not wearing helmets. They are wearing helmets due to the fear only. Okay, so fear of challan only, not fear of getting injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to add here. See, DGP is talking integration, and you are also talking integration.
Hmm.
Integration. See, integration safety culture with the policy. Yes, most companies say yes, we have integrated. But have the safety culture integrated with the behavior of the people? Has it been integrated into their personality? Is a question mark, you know. And because unless the integration with the policy is easy, but integrating with the behavior of the people, is what we are talking for 2035. And more than integration is what we should be concerned about is the intention, whether intention is ethical or not. Integrated, but it is not, intention is not ethical, because mostly when it comes to production and profit, the safety takes a backseat.
Mm.
So its not, intention is not ethical. So why? Because the third eye, first eye is integration, second eye is intention, and third eye is imagination. And just now Chirag talked whether he did not imagine that he would get injured.
Mm.
Industry did not
Yeah.
imagine that there will be a huge fire and fatalities. And in industry, just in next second, will lose 200, 300 crores. So they imagine the consequences of the risk, integrate into the behavior of the people more than policy, and your intention must be ethical, and nothing beyond is safety. All, as you already said, yeah. So this needs to be, at the leadership level. It needs to be done in all these, in terms of, see, at the documentation level we are very perfect, but what change we need is behavioral in behavior. It must be seen in behavior of the people, behavior of the leadership, not lip service. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, I think we can talk on safety industry in India for hours and hours. So, but I think now I will ask you guys to just give your summary or your thoughts of how you see India in 2035, how you see safety in India in 2035, and then we can close.
Yeah, Chirag, and
Yeah.
then DGP, then I'll say.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, from my perspective, we need to move out from the compliance mindset to the implementation mindset and the integration mindset. Okay, that is the one and only takeaway. And the second one is integration of AI, just not to identify the false negatives. Okay, the false things only, negatives only, we can use it for reinforcing the good behaviors, not only identifying and for enforcement purpose, but we can utilize it for the reinforcing behavior also. So that is what I would like to see by 2035 to get implemented. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Patel sir, your
Uh,
remarks.
I would like to see my all the safety system in the 3035 that will be as a generative culture other than or proactive culture. Right now, some companies, some organizations are on the same proactive culture, but it is not a solution. It should be go to the generative culture and up to that, because excellency is not doesn't stop at that. It should be it should be as a continual improvement, either in the cultural, in the also in the technological things, adaptation of technology things. That's why, as we are discussing, the safety, it should be intentional. It should be as a imagination. We we must be go, each and every person must be go to the consequences and affecting person's shoes. That is the most important. And then upward communication will be happen. The pains will be at each and every steps or each and every hazard exposure. That's why I am saying the culture or the imagination in the 2035 will be each and every accident or each and every incident. That is the thought.
Yeah.
Sir.
So I would say 2 points. One is that, see, we talk about success stories, CEOs, leadership, and but what we are in the long term, what I think what we should look for is the more leaders, more internal mentors, because more what we want is the leadership for safe behavior down the level. Each person, whether it's a contract person, must lead the safe behavior at the factory level. And secondly, the accountability for safety culture, accountability for leadership, accountability for leading the safe behavior. Unless we say that everyone must make time for safety, whether 5 minutes or 10 minutes, everyone, whosoever is in the workplace, must make time for safety culture. So then only things will change. And as Chirag and DGP said, that it must be safety must become a requirement, part of the daily requirement, part of the safety management practice. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you to all our distinguished panelists for sharing your valuable insights and experiences. Today's discussion has highlighted both the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. We hope these conversations inspire leaders across industries to take meaningful action today and help shape a safer, stronger, and more resilient future by 2035. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.